Okay, so we are supposed to find the coordinate. The figure below shows the curve that y is equals to 6x minus x squared, and the line that y is equals to 2x. Okay, so this question wants us to find the coordinates of a and b first. So namely, we can see that a first, the intersection of a is that a lies on both the curve as well as the straight line. So in order for us to solve, find the coordinate of A, what I basically do is to try to solve for the graph, both equations 1 and 2 simultaneously. Okay, so if I want to solve, I basically need to solve y equals to 2x and y equals to 6x minus x squared simultaneously in order to find my coordinate of A. Okay, so if I would equate sub y in 6x minus x squared, then I'm just going to get x squared minus 4x equals to 0, and finally I have x equals to 0 or x equals to 4, and you can see that x equals to 0 basically lies at this point okay, where the intersection, there are two intersections between the graph and the curve and the straight line, and one of it is x equals to 0 and one is x equals to 4. So x equals to 4 has to be the x coordinate of our point A. Okay, so this is basically the x coordinate of point A. Alright, then after that, how do we find the y coordinate? Very simply, we can just sub inside. So you just sub x equals to 4 into any of the line. Basically, you can sub into y equals to 2x. Then you can see that y will be equals to 8. Okay, so point A will be the point 4, 8. Right, so next, how do we find point B? Point B basically, you can see it lies on this curve here. Okay, and on top of that, because it lies on the y-axis, the x-axis, sorry, the y coordinate, right, of B can actually should be equals to 0, or because it lies on the x-axis. So just take the curve y equals to 6x minus x squared, and you sub y to be 0. What you will get is 0 to be 6x minus x squared. Solve this, x will be equals to 0, 6, and you should see that this point here basically will be 6 will be the x coordinate of B, and 0 will be the y coordinate of B. Alright, with that, you can get that the coordinate of B is 6, 0. Okay, so next, I need to show that the area of the region R is integration minus half y dy. Okay, so here you can see that what they're really looking at is on the integration with respect to y-axis. It really means that we are looking the whole area and we're integrating with respect to the y-axis. So if we're really going to do that, right, how can we go about doing this? Is maybe we can consider finding this curve here. Maybe let this curve, maybe let x to in terms of y, and we have 0. Maybe I can look at this limit as well as this limit. Okay, and try to integrate. Maybe I can integrate. If I do the integration, so here maybe if I do the integration of so-called my x equals to gy from this point, this is probably 0, and since this is a is 4, 8, right, we know this is probably the point 8. So it's from 0 to 8 because we're using the y coordinates, right? Delta y. Then minus the, because this integral, right, will actually give us this portion. Right, because we're doing integral with respect to y-axis. So in order to find r, what we need to do is we need to take the whole integral and minus off the red color part. And the red color part is actually just the area of a triangle Just the area of a triangle. Okay, it's just the area of a triangle. Or you can say it's basically I can also say I minus off this graph where x is equals to half y. I minus off half y from 0 to 8 as well. Okay, and then the next thing is, of course, you can see that almost here my area of R basically is the difference of two areas. And after that, what do? Simply, okay, I need to know how to find my gy. So y is equals to 6x minus x squared. I think most of you will have this issue of how do we actually find the gy. So from here, if you know that y is equals to 6x minus x squared, let's try to make x the subject. Now to do this, right, we need to use one trick. That's by actually completing a square. So x squared minus 6x, if I were to look at this, term 2 divided by 2 and power 2, because we are looking at a squared minus 2ab plus b squared. So this is my 2ab, right? This will be my b squared. And y, because I'm adding 6 over 2 square on my left, I also need to add 6 over 2 square on my right. How? And this whole portion, you remember, is the idea of us completing a square. This is a square minus 2ab, 2ab. This is plus b square. And it should give us, it's called a minus b bracket square. So this has give us x minus 3 bracket square. On the right hand side, it gives us y plus so-called 3 square will be 9. And work it out, I mean, if you simplify this out, you're going to get x to equals to 3 plus square root 9 minus y. After make x a subject, okay? So you make x a subject. Alright, and from here, just take this, simplify. You actually show that based on this, if I show that our friend here, this is equals to my gy, then you can see the area of r is nothing but the integral from a to 0, 3 plus square root 9 minus y dy minus integral of half y dy, and therefore shown. Alright, okay, then hence or otherwise, show that the exact area of region R is 76 over 3. Basically, there are a lot of ways I can go about doing this. I can either use straight away go ahead to do the integration for this. Okay, just do the integration for this, or there are a lot of ways to go about finding the integration for R. I don't have to do with respect to the y-axis. I can also do respect to x-axis. So if I were to do respect to x-axis, this is what you can also try. But this is also what you can also try. Basically, okay, hold on a while, just let me erase it. Basically, I can take this portion here, right? And this portion here would basically be the this portion here would basically be the integral. Now because a is 4 comma 8, right? So we acknowledge that this point is 4, this point is 6. So this area will be from 0 to 4, 2x dx. Alright, and this comma here, this area here, that itself would be the integral of from 4 to 6, 6x minus x squared dx. Alright, so I'll just leave this to you to prove that this answer will actually give you 25 and 1 over 3, or basically 76 over 3 units. Okay, which is the answer for part 3. Alright, because part 3 says hence or otherwise, so I'm just using the otherwise method. Okay, but there are many ways to go about doing it. How?